to begin by sharing my screen. Just give me one moment here. On my screen, I've currently logged into the Treefort portal. And of course, right now we're going to go into that video signing meeting product. Now, the first step in creating a video signing meeting is setting up the signing clients with identity verifications. As you can see here on my screen, I have a demo file with a list of clients that have already been identity verified. While it is not necessary that clients complete their identity verification prior to the video meeting occurring, it is recommended, as then the host of the meeting would be taking full advantage of the security feature built into the video signing meeting system, specifically the iProve face scan that will allow hosts to join the meeting and know with certainty that the individuals they are meeting with are one and the same as the person in the authenticated ID document from that individual's ID verification. If any risks are flagged during the face scan process, which is required to enter the meeting, or if the individual did not complete an ID verification prior to the meeting occurring, the meeting host will be required to review the face scan results and manually permit the clients to enter the meeting room. Now, if the ID verification was completed, such as the case of these clients, prior to the meeting occurring, the individual will complete the face scan and will be immediately granted access to the meeting room where they will wait for the host to join. So once the identity verifications have been completed by the signing participants, like we see here, the host will then create the package of documents to be signed during the video meeting by selecting signing packages, selecting new signing package, and then choosing video signing meeting as the package type. Next, we're going to give the package a name. We're going to select the package name here and then add documents to the package that we need clients to sign by selecting Choose File, navigating to the intended document, and selecting Open. All documents must be uploaded in Word or PDF format, and all of the documents will be listed on this right-hand column. The next step is to select the video meeting host. The portal user that is creating this package can choose to be the video meeting host by selecting this checkbox, or they can assign hosting privileges to any other member of their team by selecting this dropdown. Now, the team member must already have access to the Treefort portal. I will be the video meeting host in this demo. I'm now going to move on to add the signers and participants. Now, we have this step broken down into two categories. We can add signers and participants as clients from the file, or I can opt to include other members from my team who may wish to join the meeting. For this demo, I'm going to select two clients that have already completed their ID verifications from my file. I'm going to choose my client Peter and my client Cole. All of the clients will be listed on this right-hand column. We're now going to select the video date and time. Selecting this field will allow this calendar to appear. You're going to select the video meeting date, and then you're going to choose the time of the meeting. I'm going to select this dropdown. For this demo, I'm going to select the closest possible time. As you can see here, we automatically get 1 hour, but we can increase or decrease this time by selecting this dropdown. The video meeting date and time can also be set after the package is created. I'm now going to apply signature tags. Now, before I do, you see that you have two different options to choose from here. You can apply the signature tags now, which I'm going to do, or you can skip this step, create the package, and apply the tags afterwards, perhaps while in the meeting with the client. I am going to apply the signature tags now by selecting apply, and I'm going to create my package. In just a moment, you're going to see that I'm going to be redirected to the meeting room where I can now prepare my documents for signing before the video meeting occurs. And we should see that in just a few moments here. Now, depending on the size of the documents uploaded, this may take a couple of minutes. It is relatively quick, as you will see in just a second. I will be redirected into that next screen. Perfect. So what we are seeing now is the meeting room from the host's perspective. Beginning with the left-hand side, we take a look at this left-hand column here. You're going to see that the host will have controls for adding a document, locking documents, downloading, and syncing documents. When the participants are in the meeting room, they will not see this left-hand column. It is only available to the host. Over on the right-hand side, we'll see a list of all of the participants. The host can select to manage the participants. By managing the participants, they can change the client type. So as you can see here, Peter is a signer, but I can change this user type by selecting any of the options available here. I can also choose whether the client is co-located with another participant, which essentially means that two clients are going to be signing the documents from the same location, so from the same computer. Okay. Now we're going to apply signature tags. Whether you are adding signature tags while completing the meeting setup, which is what I am doing now, or while in the meeting with the clients, the process is exactly the same. You're simply going to left click anywhere on the screen and the following will appear. You're going to change this to say tag. And as you can see here, we have some options now available to us. We're going to start with my client, Peter. For Peter, I would like Peter to print his name on this document, as well as apply his signature to this document as well. And I want the same for Cole. Cole is going to also print his name on this document and also apply his signature as well. As you can see here, we also have other options for adding text boxes, dates, and checkboxes as well. Over on the right-hand side, you'll see that the signers are all listed here, as I previously stated. The signers are all color coordinated. When the video meeting starts, the host will select the checkbox next to the signer's name, allowing that signer to go ahead and fill that particular field. So this is what the video meeting room looks like from the host's perspective. And if you'll recall, I decided to apply the signature tags before the meeting occurs because I wanted to go ahead and, make sure everything was accurately applied before the meeting with my clients. Now, to go back to the Treefort portal, I'm simply going to close out of this tab to reveal the Treefort portal again. As you can see here, when we're looking at this signing packages section, we now have the package that I just created. We see the package name here. I can view the parties associated to this package and add any participants to the meeting if I need to now. We can open the transaction, which I'll show you momentarily. We see the meeting date and the option to send the meeting invite. We also see this icon, which will allow me to edit the package. So remove documents, add documents, so on and so forth. I can update the meeting date or delete the package in its entirety. When we select send meeting invite, we have another step to confirm a few details before sending. At this point in time, we can update the meeting date and time if necessary, or we just take a look and confirm that this is the time and dates that we are going to be moving with the client. And when ready to send, we simply select send request. Now, at this point in time, the clients will receive an email containing all of the meeting details as well as a link to join the meeting. To join the meeting, they can join from their laptop or their cell phone. They do not need to download any applications in order to join a video meeting. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen for just a moment here because I'm going to show you another video. And the video, not another video, a video. And the video I'm going to show you is what it looks like from the client's perspective. So I've just sent that email to my client as the host, and I'm going to show you what the client will see. Now, in this video that I'm about to show you, this particular client did complete the ID verification prior to the video signing meeting occurring. So this client has been verified. If you give me one moment here, I'll begin sharing my screen again. Perfect. Okay, so this is an example of the email that the client is going to receive containing the video meeting link as well as instructions. So things they need to know before joining the meeting. They can accept the meeting invite, which will then put that invite in their calendar. As you can see here, we have the join meeting link and some important information that they must read prior to the meeting date. Clients can join the meeting within 15 minutes of the scheduled meeting time. When they select that link to join, they're going to choose the language they want to move forward in and complete a simple two-factor authentication to ensure they have the cell phone associated to their profile, so their ID verification. Once they've received that security code, they're going to validate that code to move on to the next step, which is testing their device compatibility. We want to ensure that their device is compatible to complete the signing, as well as, do things like turn on their camera. They can continue on the device that they've selected the meeting invite from, or decide to continue on a mobile phone, And now they're going to confirm their identity. So this is that iProve biometric portion of the entrance process that I was referring to. Because this individual has completed an ID verification, if they successfully complete this face scan, which is confirming that they are the same as the person in the authenticated ID document from the verification, they will immediately be granted access to the meeting room, as you'll see here. So I'm leaning into my computer here. I'm completing the face scan, a very simple, seamless process. And because, again, I successfully completed my ID verification and successfully completed that face scan, I am now immediately granted access to the meeting room where I will wait for the host to join. Now, as it stands today, the individuals joining the meeting room will have to create a password to get into that meeting. Now, in the very near future, we are getting rid of this step. They will immediately go into that meeting room, but the video you're seeing today is the process as it stands. So the client, they actually don't have to create a password, but there's a temporary password given to them. That is so that if they exit the meeting and they need to get back into the meeting, they can easily enter those credentials and join it again very easily. But again, we're soon going to be getting rid of this step. So I'm going to continue to play the video, and in just a moment, you'll see what the meeting room looks like from that participant's perspective. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen again just for a moment because now I want to show you the same process from the perspective of a client that did not complete the ID verification prior to the video signing meeting occurring. So it's a little bit different. If you give me one moment here, I'm going to prepare that video. Some of the first steps are the same, and you'll see that in just a moment. Okay. And so again, they're selecting their language. They're going to go through that very simple and quick two-factor authentication process. They would have just received a 6-digit security code, which they're going to validate to move forward onto that device compatibility check. So similar to what we saw previously. They're moving forward. They're going to select the device that they're going to be continuing with, and now they're going to confirm their identity. Now, in this case, when the person completes the face scan, we do not have anything to compare it to because this individual did not complete an ID verification prior to the video meeting occurring. And so instead of being granted access to go right into the meeting room, this individual is going to move into a waiting room. And the host is going to have to manually permit the individual, which I will show you in just a moment here. Okay. All right. So you've seen what it's like to join the meeting from the perspective of a client who has completed an ID verification prior, and you've seen what it's like to join the meeting from the perspective of a client who has not who has not completed the ID verification prior. My apologies. And now I'm going to show you what the host will need to do to manually grant access to anyone that had issues with the face scan or those individuals that did not complete the ID verification prior to the meeting occurring. Okay, so now we're looking at the Treefort portal, and the host just received notification that he has some clients in the waiting room. And so to allow access to those clients to the meeting room and to start the meeting, the host goes back to the Treefort portal, navigates to the file, selects signing packages, and opens the transaction as you will see here. Now, when open transaction is selected, the client can see everyone that is either in the meeting room already or anyone that's having difficulties joining the meeting room, and so they're waiting to be granted permission. We see that by action required. At this point in time, the host is going to select review results and see that this individual did complete the face scan, but there was nothing to compare it to. And I'm going to just back up just a little bit so we can see that screen again. Where we take a look here on the very left-hand side, it says ID document photo on the original report, not available. That's because this individual did not complete the ID verification prior. So again, we had nothing to compare this face scan to. And when that happens, it is very important that the lawyer review these results and then decide if they are going to give this individual permission to join the meeting. They will manually permit the client and then select open transaction here to then be redirected into the video signing room. And essentially, that completes the setup of a video signing meeting package, as well as joining the meeting from all perspectives. And it's really intuitive. We find it is pretty seamless to use. We have clients currently beta testing the platform, and so far it's been very well received. But I would say, from the purpose of the demonstration, that is the most important high level version of what you guys need to see.
And I'll just wrap things up for the group to say that it's been an interesting journey developing this product, because not only have we had to interact with the law societies and the banks and the other people in the legal side to understand their business concerns, but we needed to incorporate a number of digital ID technologies to make the whole system work.